What makes a skyline spectacular? Is it because of the skyscraper's height? What neon color was used to light them? Is it the way the buildings interact to create a whole picture? Well, I think it's when you look out across a city and you just want to live in the moment of being there because of what you see. What makes a great skyline is how you are in awe and feel lucky to be witnessing the view. Speaking of skylines, for today's video, we will talk about the top 20 best skylines in Europe. But before that, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to be updated whenever we post new videos. Now get ready to be amazed by these skylines. Number 20. Essen, Germany. Essen was once one of Germany's most important industrial centers. The cityscape of Essen today is dominated by modern construction. However, elements in the city's industrial heritage have been carefully preserved and merged with the present face of the city, making it a fascinating and unique place to visit. Warden's cobblestone streets, slate and timber buildings, and quaint boutiques are among the greatest things to see in Essen, Germany. You'll notice a stark contrast to the modern skyscrapers of Essen City once you arrive. Number 19. Bratislava, Slovakia. Out of all the skyscrapers in Bratislava where you can witness the beautiful skylines of the place, the Hotel Kijeb is a perfect starting point. To give a short history, a brutalist remnant from the communist era has dominated Bratislava's skyline in harsh, tombstone-like design since 1973. A gang of painters, led by local photographer Jacob Marquech, or popularly known as Lousy Auber, scaled the building's front and painted a beautiful monochrome op art mural on it. Number 18. Vilinus, Lithuania. The Lithuanians have a red-hot fire to thank for the flamboyant Baroque buildings in their capital. While the rest of Europe have moved on to the Age of Enlightenment in the 18th century, Vilinus was rebuilding its exquisite Baroque period architecture in the signature Vilnian Baroque style. This site is definitely not worthy to be missed. Number 17. Prague, Czech Republic. According to the plan for the protection of the World Cultural Treasures of Prague's Historic Center, the city structure and street network will be respected. Skylines will be protected, and the creation of two large commercial centers will be avoided. Indeed, this view is really necessary to be preserved. Number 16. Manchester, United Kingdom. Manchester's construction boom appears to set continue beyond 2022 despite the coronavirus outbreak. For almost a decade, skyscrapers have been popping up at an incredible rate and in around the city center. The region's excellent economic growth has been a big graduate population, and its global reputation for cultural and leisure attractions all draw investors. Well, this isn't questionable given these sites. Number 15. Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona's skyline is neither a dense collection of buildings like Manhattan, nor an acclaimed buzzing metropolis like Tokyo. The skyline of Barcelona highlights what you gradually discover when wandering the streets of Barcelona. Does the skyline of Barcelona fit your taste? Number 14. The Hague, Netherlands. As the seat of the country's parliament and residence of the Dutch royal family, exploring The Hague reveals a wealth of historic monuments, quaint neighborhoods, and hip hangouts. The Hague offers both luxury and a laid-back attitude. The city has some of the world's most stunning places and museums, but its location on the coast makes it a haven for beach bums and people seeking a retreat that's perfect for taking some time out from the stresses and strains of everyday life. Number 13. Liverpool, United Kingdom. The city has some of the world's most stunning palaces and museums, but its location on the coast makes it a haven for beachgoers and people seeking respite from stresses and strains of life. So if you're up with these types of views, you may want to consider including Liverpool on your bucket list. Number 12. Vienna, Austria. Despite Vienna's size and population, there are less high-rise structures and skyscrapers than in other cities of comparable size. This is because high-rise structures were prohibited in most parts of the city until 1992. Even today, just 26% of Vienna's surface area is suitable for a high-rise development. However, despite this, you cannot undermine how beautiful the skyline is in Vienna. Number 11. Birmingham, United Kingdom. From Kingston Hill Park, next to the Birmingham City Football Club Stadium, a springtime morning view part of the Birmingham City Centre skyline, England, UK. This is the city's southernmost point. Two well-known structures can be seen. The rotunda is on the right with Selfridges store beneath it. The tall building on the left is Beetham Tower, the city's second highest structure. Well, from this viewpoint, you get two in one. Number 10. Milan, Italy. Milan has a diverse mix of unique and modern architecture, from skyscrapers to stadiums. An example of this is the Bosco Verticale or vertical forest, which is a development in the city that incorporates nature into the fabric of residential structures. A comparable structure based on this subject could be added to the city skyline shortly. Number 9. Madrid, Spain. Philip III named Madrid the formal capital of Spain a generation after Philip II moved the court to Madrid in 1561. Madrid grew into a city of strange contrasts under the patronage of Philip II and his successors, conserving its old, overcrowded center while developing palaces, convents, cathedrals, and public buildings around it. Another beautiful skyline is also present in this place as it shows the rich historical architecture of the place. Number 8. Rotterdam, Netherlands. Rotterdam's skyline may not be lovely, but it is bold with an architectural environment that combines modern and experimental features. Rotterdam, the Netherlands' second largest city and home to one of the world's busiest ports, has a notable architecture that mixes modern and experimental features to produce a very beautiful skyline. Number 7. Benidorm, Spain. The Mediterranean's New York is likewise a metropolis that never sleeps. There are more and more skyscrapers built, which contributes to the beauty of the city's skyline. For instance, the In-Tempo building, which stands 198 meters tall in Benidorm, was considered Europe's tallest residential building. From this place, you'll be captured by the view at night, especially with the glimmering city lights. Number 6. Istanbul, Turkey. Istanbul, Turkey's largest and most famous city, is sometimes mistaken for the country's capital. It is at the intersection of East and West, the country's cultural core, and it is an intriguing and magical sight for visitors. The skyline is an eclectic mix of Byzantine churches, ornate mosques, and Ottoman palaces, where antique and modern structures vie for attention. The streets are a vibrant, melodic environment filled with stalls and markets, as well as locals who follow their own traditions. Number 5. Moscow, Russia. There were only a few dozen skyscrapers in Moscow 10 years ago. Today, the city's skyline is dominated by high structures, including Europe's tallest building. Our Moscow observers question how the metropolis will be affected by rapid developments. Buildings are rising hundreds of meters above Moscow's once grand Soviet structures, which pale in comparison. Only 10 years ago, the Naberaznaya Tower, Europe's highest building, rose 268 meters above the Moscow line. Number 4. Warsaw, Poland. Did you know that Warsaw is one of Europe's most populous cities? Its stunning skyline of modern towers can rival that of Frankfurt, London, and Paris. Warsaw's buildings are among the continent's tallest. In the skylines of Polish cities, skyscrapers have grown in commonplace. High-rise buildings, however, can continue to elicit strong reactions from residents. Well, maybe it's because of their aesthetic or architectural value. Number 3. Paris, France. The attractions of Montmartre, the romance of the left bank, exquisite architecture, and tree-lined boulevards have made Paris one of the world's most elegant towns. The city is created on a human scale, which is one of the reasons the Paris skyline is so appealing. It is very little over 5 floors high to obscure the view of the city line, unlike practically every other big metropolis. Number 2. London, United Kingdom. Jason Hawkes is a professional aerial photographer. He takes incredible bird's-eye views of the earth below from inside helicopters. Hawkes spends a lot of time in the air over London photographing the cityscape, and his London photography gallery has captured a massive alteration in the skyline of what was previously a predominantly low-rise city. A surge in the development of clusters of high-rise buildings during the last 2 decades. And number 1. Frankfurt, Germany. With so many towers, Frankfurt's downtown skyline is undoubtedly the best of all European cities, reminding one of an American city. In Germany, it has no competitors. This is due to its status as Europe's financial center. Frankfurt's skyline has earned the nicknames Manhattan and Bankfurt. Most importantly, 3 of Europe's tallest buildings are in Frankfurt's city center. Just imagine the feeling of being up there and witnessing this beautiful view. So, which among the top 20 best European skylines is your favorite? Let me know your answers in the comments below. Please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell to be updated whenever we post new videos. If you want more videos like this, you can always check out our other videos by visiting our channel. As always, this is the Luxe Luxury channel. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.